Village road slowly winding through. I remember trying to walk the rock walls. That proved something I couldn't do. We all had beautiful homes, complete with 3 inches of cement dust overhead.
Even if you didn't know where Bamberton was, if you were going over the Malahat, you soon found out because you'd come across this great big patch of white. And especially the arbutus trees and leaves and stuff, and everything was just snow white. But there was, of course, when they put those things on the filter things on, that made all the difference in the world. But it was many years without that, that's for sure. Bamberton wasn't a big deal to us kids. It was just a place our parents worked. But, you know, to learn all this history about it, you know, about being one of the only cement companies on the West Coast and all this sort of thing, that didn't faze us. We were just kids having fun. And we did have a lot of fun, and we were extremely well treated by the bosses. I mean, that's why they ended up calling the place the old man's place, because if you got a job in there, nobody wanted to quit. They just looked after the employees so very well.
Bamberton cement was shipped all over the world. It helped build some of the greatest dams around the world. During the Cold War, the States were our best purchasers of cement because the cement produced at Bamberton had the lowest radioactive count in North America.
It was quite a dusty place, but you know, when that's just part of your life, you don't think about it being any different.
That's just, we used to play with the arbutus leaves, polishing them.
Yes.
You know, they would be gray, and then they'd come out shiny green.
Yes.
Like that was a game. It didn't really make the connection like, oh, this is really disgusting. We have to live in this toxic. No.
And every roof had like this much cement dust on it, so they were totally leak-proof, and you know, it was just the way it was. We didn't even think about it too much. Made beautiful flowers.
But the mothers would have tea parties, and I can remember that we would dust in the morning, and then the mom would be getting the food ready for the tea party, and then we'd have to dust again because there was so much cement dust that would come in that it would be on like a film, like talcum powder all over everything. People would say, oh, something about the dust, and we'd say that's gold dust. To us it was gold dust. But I remember everything being covered in white. It was like caked on the rocks, and the trees weren't real green, they were kind of gray because of the cement dust.
I think one of the first things we ever noticed when we had a reunion way back somewhere in the maybe early 90s was the fact that, gee, we went to Bamberton and it was green. The trees, everything was gray. You know, there was dust. Everything was, you know, dusty. You could dust 3 times a day and you'd still be dust. But that was life, and you know, you don't worry about it.
Every day at every work day, they blasted twice a day in the quarry. They would blast at noon.
And when they were going to blast in the quarry next to the village, they'd let the siren off at maybe 4:30, 5 o'clock for everybody to go in. And that's when we'd all head down to the quarry to watch the blast, right? It was sort of we listened for it so we'd go and watch the blast. Just the opposite to what was supposed to happen.
There was lots of blasting noises, and everybody else that comes said, how can you stand it? And we'd say, stand what? And they thought, big bang all the time. You know, you don't even hear them because it's just part of your life.
Well, the whole ground shook and the dust flew all over everywhere and didn't scare us at all. No, we were all healthy kids. We had a school nurse come around once a month, and she'd take our temperature and she'd do this and do that, and we all had grade A passes.
Oh, the cement dust was fun. We used to go to the arbutus leaves really good, really a lot, and we used to put our thumbs down like that, and we pull the cement off into buckets, and then we'd go and make our little piles of cement, and we'd cement things, pretended we were cement company or whatever. It was fun anyway.
Yes, the cement runs in our veins for sure.